Well, hello there. This is Julie. I am so excited and grateful to be here with you today to be part of your journey in not just becoming, but also loving your Youest You. And I want to talk about a subject today that has been really important in my own life. It's something that I've been doing a lot of healing work around. And I'm guessing this might be a topic that has brought up some maybe stress or overwhelm or upset or frustration, or maybe not. Maybe you have an amazing relationship with money, and this episode is going to be a reminder for you. It is a shorter solo-sode. I just wanted to get on here and really chat and talk about ways that I've seen a new perspective around money to make a huge difference in my life and to create those miracles, which I'll just remind you, if you've been tuning in and you've been listening, you know that I've had quite a few guests on here, whether it was Carol Howe recently, Marianne Williamson. We've had others in the past, Barbara Stanley Houston, and others that have talked about the power of A Course in Miracles. So for me, I actually got my hubby to be doing it. We're doing it together. We do a lesson a day. Carol, who I had on this show recently, I watch one of her videos every single day, take notes. And for me, the reason I think it's so important to talk about this is that, the premise of this course, no matter your background, your spirituality, your religion, your beliefs, for me, what I love so much is that it brings our mind back to the focus of love, how to infuse that love, to see ourselves from that divine perspective of love, and then how to see everything else from that perspective. And the portal to that is through forgiveness. It's through letting go of resentments, of grievances. For those of my brothers and sisters out there who've done a lot of personal work, maybe you've been in 12-step recovery or other personal transformative work, whether it's with coaches or with therapists, counselors, ministers, whoever you've worked with, or doing your own inner work. One of the things that often comes up is our resentments, our frustrations. We're holding on to these aspects of guilt or shame, or a resentment is, I've heard it been said that when you have a resentment, you're basically, especially towards somebody else or yourself, you're like allowing that frustration, that anger to rent space in your mind for free. And that is something I am not willing to participate in today. We have a lot happening in the world, and I think it's even more important now more than ever, if you're resonating with this, that we each do that inner work to come back to our heart, to come back to that sense of inner peace, inner tranquility, equanimity, love. And I just believe, the outer is going to reflect the inner. So the more that we each do our work of being and loving our, my meest me, your youest you, you are in essence, you are creating a new world. Remember, a miracle is defined as a change in perception or perspective. So one of my prayers every day is, all right, divine source energy. I have different names every day. Universe, God, Goddess, please help me to see this differently. Help me to see this through your eyes. Help me to be with this person, this challenge, whatever's going on, aspect of myself I want to heal or change. Let me see it through your perspective, your vision. Let me see it through you, and let me align my will with yours. So that has been really powerful. It's something I've been practicing for a long time, but especially this year in working A Course in Miracles. And I thought, okay, well, I'm doing all of this work around letting go of grievances and resentments and really forgiving others, forgiving myself, getting out of judgment, because it doesn't work. And it's always, frankly, I see any judgment of somebody else is actually a mirror of me. Carol talked about that on the recent interview with her, about this idea of a 365 mirror, that anything is happening around us. And this is sometimes hard to understand, especially in our very linear kind of, we think of the world and time as being so linear. But we know with the emerging field of quantum physics, we talked about this in my episode recently with Greg Braden, right? All about your quantum potentiality, your that deeper connection to the divine that is you. So I really wanted to look at this topic as it related to money. So I have been working on healing that relationship with money for a long time. For me, it's shown up as, I've been a business owner, an entrepreneur almost 10 years. And I realized probably about 3.5, 4 years ago that I was not really paying myself, not enough. I would pay for other people. I would sign up for programs. I would do all these things, but I wasn't paying myself. And I realized later when I started to like look under the rock of that, that somewhere I thought I wasn't worthy to be paid, or that I don't need to get paid, and by the way, I don't have like, if you have a trust fund, that's awesome. I don't. I grew up with a father who loved my dad and struggled very much so financially. He is a Vietnam veteran, had a lot of PTSD and other depression, other issues that really, really affected him, I think, as someone who was out there earning. So we grew up with a lot of kind of mixed messages and instability. Even though I grew up in a very high performing, affluent area, I didn't necessarily have that stability with my immediate family at all. So for me, looking at that relationship, I have been looking at it from all different angles. Like, what do I even think about money? What does it mean to me? And there's so much more I could get into this, but I thought I would just start with, hopefully this will help you if you've been struggling with your relationship with money. Maybe you don't pay yourself or charge enough, or believe that you're worth, investing in, whatever it might be, or that money is the scarcity mindset, right? That it's just going to come through, even though you might have money right now, you're scared of losing it. And by the way, I have friends that have felt this way, literally, who are, millionaires, multimillionaires, like it doesn't matter. And others who have less money. So to me, the undercurrent goes back to what I was saying around the whole point of A Course in Miracles. The whole point is to focus on love. Love is the healing agent. Love heals everything. So my friend, this is what I've been practicing with money, right? It's like how to really see it in a new way. And one of my most recent transformative moments, miracles, was in working with my own coach. I have a therapist, I have a coach. I was working with this coach and I realized I was doing some deeper work looking at money. And one of the things that she said was reminding me, that money, it's not an object, it's pieces of paper. It's an energy, right? The idea of currency. It's energy in motion as the form of being able to trade and to to share, to buy, to serve, but it's not actually a tangible thing. We don't want to make money our higher power, right? We don't want to make money. We don't want to turn that into what we're idolizing, putting it on a pedestal. And I can see, having grown up with a father who I love, but did that, right? It's like taking money off the pedestal and realizing that we want to look at it from the eyes of source, from the divine. So how would the divine look at money? Well, the Course in Miracles says money is just, our bodies. Our bodies are a communication tool, which I love. And money is the vehicle to help you to actualize your desires. That's it. It's a vehicle. So I started to look at it differently and I realized, oh my gosh. And I heard my intuition say to me, and this was what I wanted to share about when I was really looking at doing this healing inner work, like really going into the feelings around the instability and how I felt around money, and also the gratitude I have and the fact that I look at it as sacred energy. And I heard really loud and clear from my own intuition, my inner voice said, Julie, money, it's not a money problem. What you're looking at, it's not a money problem. That's not what the problem is. It's a lack of love problem. It's a lack of love problem. So this is just the first of many more conversations about this, but I wanted to share that finding, that miraculous shift, and just to ask you, right, to look at your own life. And then I will say, before I even ask you the question, I then heard, I've been working on healing my thyroid being healed. And I heard it's not a health issue. It's a lack of love issue. So I ask you, my friend, where might there be a challenge, also a healing concern, an issue in your life that you could look at from the perspective of the divine and say, how can I add more love here? If this isn't a financial problem, if this isn't a health issue, if this isn't a relationship issue, and I looked at it from the point of source, from the divine, from God, from the universe, how might I see this differently if I knew it was all about whether there was enough love given to this issue or challenge or not? How might I be more loving to myself, to this concern, to any aspect of life? So I hope that helps you. I love getting to be here with you. I love getting to be on this journey and helping you to really flourish and tune in and grow into your Youest You. Please let me know, how are you going to add more love? Right? Share in the Youest You Facebook community. Find me on Instagram. Send me an email. Find me on Facebook. Find me wherever, on YouTube. Let me know, what is it that you're going to add more love? How might this be happening in your life, right? How might it not be a money problem? How can you add more love to the money you have? To how can you add more love to yourself, to the parts of you that are scared or sad or shameful or upset? That is what I would love to know, my friend. And I am so honored to be here with you. Remember, it's always about love. My friend, I'm so grateful and honored to be here with you on your journey and being your Youest You. Thank you for watching this episode, for being part of this incredible community and this mission to really step into your light, to your highest purpose. I believe that as we all do that, we all can really be our best selves and uplift consciousness and in humanity. So thank you. I also wanted to say that if you are looking for greater support right now, maybe you're having a health concern or you're looking to really step into that next version, best version of yourself, please come connect with me, whether it's for more resources or coaching or guidance. I would love to support you in any way that I can. Just go to juliereisler.com. You can book a powerful one-on-one breakthrough session there. You can connect with me. I would love to meet you. I'd love to hear how I can be on this journey with you. And before I forget, if you'd like a little more of this good vibe tribe and would like to digest these episodes with a high vibe community, just go to Facebook and look up the Youest You podcast community. You'll find us there. Love always. And thank you so much for taking the time and energy to truly stepping into your authenticity and being your Youest You.